Hello again, everyone. This is Randy, your sewing machine man, and now we have a Janome New Home Magnolia serger. It's the 7034D, 7034D. D means differential feed. And the reason we're looking at this one is because last night we did the that Juki MO1140, which is a $600 serger, which I give it my highest recommendation. It's for somebody who really serges a lot. Maybe somebody who has maybe an Etsy account, or maybe they do a lot of alterations, or maybe they have an alteration shop. But that Juki MO1140 at $5.99 is what I recommend. And this is what I recommend for somebody who doesn't want to spend $600. Maybe they have $300. This is in the $300 price range. And it compares very favorably to that Juki MO1140. The first obvious thing I see different is that threading it, it doesn't have the little flip down assist over here for putting your thread on and flipping it up. Whenever I thread these in any machine that has a looper underneath that I can't flip that deal and see it, it's gonna thread it properly. Take the two screws out, or in this case one screw in the front, the last one's a pin in the back there, and I just take the needle plate off and I thread it and I put it back on. If you try to thread it blind, you'll get it half the time, and the other half of the time it won't work, and you'll wonder what the heck's going on. These have to be threaded correctly. Like I said in the Juki serger video, they're hard to thread. They're not easy to thread. Some are easier than others, some are harder than others, but they're all just plain hard. Now my customers, when I service these, I say, how did you just attention when I sent them in it was 3333, and when I get them back it's on 3333. Well, I pull this off and I recalibrate this and I put this back on, so it's on 3. Now you can do all of them that way, and the reason you even have numbers in case you want to make a temporary stitch or you want to do a rolled hem, then you can crank them up, take them down, but they can be recalibrated internally, which is nice. I like machines that are easy for me to work on, and these are easy to work on. They're easy to open up. They're easy to clean out. You can blow them out real good and get them nice and clean and oil them. You got access to all the bearings and everything. So it's a nice little machine. All the new machines are going to as much plastic as they can. Like I said earlier, they're trying to cut every corner they can. But with sergers, you can only cut the corners so much because it's just a basic platform with all your cams and followers and loopers and everything. And there's just not much you can do to trim the excess off of these. So therefore they're all pretty well made, and they're just designed to sew on a couple layers anyhow. You don't get on heavy sewing with these. Serger has to cut, feed, and sew. So the trimmer's on the side, the little knife there on the side has to cut it, it has to feed it, and it has to sew it. And if you hear the needle hitting too hard or thumping, then you know you're getting out in the thin ice. But I have this on 1, 2, 3, 4, just to make sure it'll do some heavier stuff. And it does it quite nicely. So you get on the heavier, it starts just to make a little bit of a thumping noise on 4 layers, but on 2 layers, like it's supposed to sew, it'll just churn right through that. So try to keep it on 2 layers. That's what it's made for, just to finish the edge, and then you join them together. This little guy for $320 or $320, $299. Wherever you get it, if you can get it from a local dealer, that's always best. But if you got to get it online, you get it at Amazon. I think it's on Walmart.com. A lot of places have it online. But it's a good little serger, and it's not easy to thread. It's hard to thread. They all have to be threaded correctly. So there is no easy threading. There is no self-threading. It's all a pain in the hootis to thread. But if you thread it properly, it'll work like it's supposed to, and you'll have a nice little serger. So if you want to see if you want a serger and you don't want to spend $600 to $1,000, this is the one I'd recommend. Janome makes some good stuff. This is a good little serger. Christmas coming up. Imagine a little box I'll gift wrap for somebody. The Magnolia 7034D from Janome New Home.